New York City, a name that echoes across continents, cultures, and generations. A city shaped by ambition, built by immigrants, powered by global trade, and defined by constant reinvention. From a small settlement on Lenape land to a global financial, cultural, and media capital, New York's story mirrors the story of the world itself. In this video, we explore the rise of this extraordinary metropolis, its people, its boroughs, its bridges, its struggles, and its triumphs. Welcome to the city that never sleeps. Long before ships arrived from Europe, this land belonged to the Lenape, a people who lived in harmony with the rivers, forests, and islands of present-day New York Harbor. Everything would change in the early 1600s when Dutch explorers creating a trading post called New Amsterdam at the tip of Manhattan. Its purpose was simple: trade first, move goods and profit from the natural harbor bordered by the two great rivers, the Hudson and the East River. This geography would become New York's greatest advantage. In 1664, the British seized New Amsterdam and renamed it New York. Under the British Empire, one of the largest colonial powers in history, global shipping routes expanded dramatically. From India, Africa, the Caribbean, and Asia, raw materials flowed toward British-controlled ports, and New York benefited immensely. Cotton, spices, sugar, timber, iron ore, and countless other goods from colonized lands passed through the Atlantic trade network. These materials fueled early New York industries: textiles, shipbuilding, ironworks, and manufacturing. Colonization reshaped the world, and New York, sitting at a strategic point in the empire's oceanic web, rose with it. But geography and empire alone could not build a world city. New York is what it is today because millions of immigrants built it with their hands, their hopes, and their dreams. From the early 1700s to the early 1900s, ships packed with Irish fleeing famine, Italians seeking work, Jews escaping persecution, and Germans searching for opportunity arrived in waves. Later came Chinese, Koreans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Indians, Pakistanis, Africans, Middle Easterners, and Latin Americans. They labored in factories, dug tunnels for subways, built railroads, loaded cargo in ports, and constructed bridges that would become global icons. Every brick, every street, every neighborhood tells the story of someone who came from elsewhere and made New York home. By 1800, New York was growing faster than any American city. Industry demanded workers, ports needed labor, commerce needed hands, and the city simply did not have enough people to support its ambitions. Immigration was not just welcomed, it was necessary. New York's early leaders understood that economic growth depended on a growing population. The arrival of millions transformed the city into a vibrant human mosaic, languages, religions, and cultures blending into something uniquely American. In 1825, the opening of Erie Canal turned New York from a regional port into America's primary gateway to the continent. For the first time, goods could travel from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean through a continuous waterway. Agricultural products from the Midwest, timber from upstate, and raw materials from the interior flowed straight into the New York harbor. From this moment on, New York wasn't just a city, it became the commercial heart of a rising nation. By the late 19th century, the city's population had ballooned. Manhattan alone could no longer sustain its people, businesses, and industries. To unify infrastructure, transportation, sanitation, and planning, the city consolidated in 1898, forming Manhattan, the commercial and financial center, Brooklyn, a bustling former independent city, Queens, rapidly growing through immigration, the Bronx, offering new housing and industries, Staten Island, connected by ferries and later bridges. This unification transformed New York from scattered towns into a coordinated modern city. The construction of monumental bridges reshaped New York's geography. Brooklyn Bridge in 1883, a technological marvel linking Manhattan and Brooklyn. Queensboro Bridge, opening Manhattan to Queens. Williamsburg and Manhattan bridges, carrying thousands daily. Verrazano Narrow Bridge, connecting Staten Island to Brooklyn. These bridges relieved overcrowding, encouraged population dispersal, and allowed workers to live farther from the city center. As the city expanded, new transportation systems became essential. Ships and ports. New York Harbor became the busiest port in the Western Hemisphere. Ships carried goods from colonized regions, Europe, the Caribbean, and Asia, feeding local industries and exporting American products to the world. The subway. In 1904, New York opened its subway, an engineering feat that tunneled through rock, rivers, and soil. It became the backbone of mobility, carrying millions daily. Yellow taxis. By mid-20th century, the yellow taxi became an icon, representing the speed, convenience, and chaos of city life. Today, despite its trains, ferries, buses, and bikes, New York faces constant challenges of pedestrian crowds, traffic jams, and over 2 million vehicles competing for space. New York's proximity to New Jersey created a regional economic engine. Ports, commuter routes, tunnels, and bridges turned the two states into a single interconnected metro area. Trade flowed through both sides of the Hudson, strengthening the region's industries and shipping networks. New York played a pivotal role in U.S. history. It was a major staging ground during the American Revolution. In 1789, New York served as the first capital of the United States. George Washington took his oath on the balcony of Federal Hall. From revolution to resilience, New York has always been central to the American story. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture of a robed and crowned woman on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. The copper-clad statue is a gift to the United States from the people of France. The statue was dedicated on October 28, 1886. The statue is a figure of a classically draped woman inspired by the Roman goddess of liberty. She holds a torch above her head with the right hand, and in her left hand carries a tabula ansata inscribed July 4th, 1776 in Roman numerals, the date of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. With her left foot, she steps on a broken chain and shackle. France gave the US the Statue of Liberty as a gift to celebrate the long-standing friendship between the two nations, commemorate the centennial of American independence, and honor the shared ideals of liberty and democracy, particularly after the abolition of slavery. The United States provided the site and built the pedestal. It stands as a symbol of freedom and hope. Ellis Island in New York Harbor was the primary U.S. immigration station from 1892 to 1954, processing over 12 million immigrants, most from Europe, who arrived seeking new lives, becoming a symbol of the American dream and a major ancestral link for nearly 40% of modern Americans. Their stories helped build America's identity, now a national monument. Its restored main building houses the Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration, where visitors can explore immigration history, search records, and honor ancestors. New York City skyline mirrors its ambition. This is Empire State Building, a masterpiece of the 1930s. The Empire State Building is a 102-story Art Deco skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan, New York City, famous as a global icon of American ambition, resilience, and architectural ingenuity, known for its distinctive spire. Its reign as the world's tallest building until 1971, and its popular observation decks offering panoramic city views with its rapid construction during the Great Depression, making it a symbol of hope. Its height is 1,454 feet. The original World Trade Center complex, famous for its twin towers, was destroyed in the 2001 terrorist attacks, leading to a massive redevelopment in Lower Manhattan featuring new skyscrapers, the Point September 11th Memorial and Museum, a transport hub, and the Paul Mann Performing Arts Center. The centerpiece is One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the United States. Central Park Tower, redefining modern luxury. Central Park Tower is the world's tallest residential building, a super tall skyscraper at 217 West 57th Street in New York City's Billionaires Row, reaching 1,550 feet with 131 floors of luxury condos and amenities, known for its stunning Central Park views and large Nordstrom anchor store at its base. Every nearby structures like St. Patrick Cathedral stand as reminders of faith and cultural diversity. Designed in the 1850s, Central Park was built as a sanctuary for working-class residents. Today it remains the green heart of the city, 840 acres of lakes, forest, museum, and walkways. Central Park is full of attractions, from green meadows to sprawling waters, gardens and bridges, music and performance centers, educational facilities, classical architecture, and more. Its picturesque beauty boasts natural green landscapes and vistas as far as the eye can see. Wall Street anchors the global economy. Media giants shape world conversations. Broadway defines theater. Fashion Week directs global style. Universities attract scholars and tech companies build the future. New York is not just an American city, it is a world city. Through crises, booms, migrations, revolutions, and reinvention, one truth remains: New York City never sleeps. It is powered by workers, artists, immigrants, dreamers, and innovators who keep the lights on 24/7. Its energy is constant, its momentum unstoppable, its heartbeat global. New York is not simply a city, it's humanity concentrated, an idea that thrives on diversity, ambition, and the unstoppable will to rise.